this Nuiteq Snowflake video, we're going to look at creating and specifically creating lessons. Creating lessons can be found under either create and lesson activity or my lesson activities and lesson activities in creating a new lesson. Think about lesson activities as interactive kind of like games or activities that students can manipulate, drag and drop around to kind of pull them in and engage them, whether you're doing it during a mini lesson to learn something new. It could be also as a review and practice or even as an assessment for you as a teacher. These are best meant to be done whole group. And so I do recommend creating them on your teacher workstation or on your laptop or Chromebook, and then running them from the panel and completing them whole group. To get started, like we talked about, you can come here to do My lesson activities and create, or create a new one. So I'm going to show you kind of how to do that from scratch. So I'm going to go to the Create Plus button. And as you can see, they have many different options. They even filter them and try to help you by practice, as in if you're just trying to like practice or learn a new skill, or assessment if you want to use these more of like formative assessment for students. So here are all the options. And it's helpful for me, I've noticed as an educator, to think about, well, what am I trying to, what skill or standard am I trying to practice or assess? And then thinking about it and deciding which of these types of activities would be best for meeting that. And so for an example, I'm just going to think of, maybe I am working with students and we're working on even and odd numbers in math. And so I want them to kind of just pick and choose even versus odd. So something that kind of comes to mind is I could use the bugs one because it lets you pick a specific answer. So there's going to be specific answers, whether they're even numbers or odd numbers. The placing them in order wouldn't make sense for arranging. That would be great for like a story, parts of a story or a timeline, cards revealing answers, kind of like definitions, dragging and dropping things. And then as you can see, there's many other types of activities or lessons as well. So it just depends on your purpose as a teacher or for your learners. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the bugs one. But after you choose them, they all look the same. You can preview it here on this right-hand side, as well as customize the text background and the functions or settings of the game. And then over here on your left-hand side is where you create the question and your answers, and then kind of customize that content. So let me show you how I would get started. And so the first thing I would want to do is I want to create a question. So my question is, or my directions are, choose the even, maybe I want to make it in all caps, digits. And so as I click off, as you can see, I can now create answers for that. So for choosing the even digits, and I want maybe one of the options to be 3, maybe, and maybe I'm just doing 1 through 10 with my littles right now. 9, 7, and I can just put all my answers in here. So I think that's a good little amount. There we go. Plenty of options there. Now, within your answers, you have a little bit of customizing. You could, if you want to, have a background. So that would be like the bugs background. This might be helpful if you have students who are younger or some non-readers in general at any age or struggling students. The background would let you put in an image. And so if maybe that would help to support them, you could do that instead. Not on this option, but on other options for managing content, you also might notice a microphone button here. And so you could click that and right here directly record your voice saying that answer option to also support your kids. So look for that as well. Now I can come over here and customize this. So for the font, maybe I want a different font. I always recommend, especially in bugs, to go ahead and make it XXL. So now, as you can see, my digits are larger. You can also customize the color if you want within there. The themes, these are fun. So you could think about what would be best fit. So maybe I want a garden. Let's see what that garden background looks. That looks pretty cool. Or the jungle. My favorite is that, ooh, I kind of like the jungle, is that these are here for you already, and they really make it look more interactive. Or you could also add your own background. You can also have some other setting options, like if you want to make it timed and give them a certain amount of minutes and seconds to complete it, you can do that as well. And then when you're ready, I also like to go to the customized content to see. And so now I can choose my correct answers as well. And so as you can see, it has only one answer right now, and you can just click on these to customize it. So if I was asking for the even, so I want 6. Yes, I want, oh, so sorry, these are the first part is the first answer, second answer, third, fourth, and you can see. So it is 3 is not an even one. That is not even, that isn't. So really I only have 2 answers that would be correct. And then also you can even choose a different bug. So if I wanted butterflies instead, I could do that, or ladybugs, whatever's best for me. So maybe I do want some butterflies. Those would really stand out here. I can update the preview. There we go. And now when you're ready, you can click, oh, and for some reason my question didn't pop up here, but it should be right here. It should say right here to click on the even one. So let's go ahead and play it. So that's a nice option. You can play it right from here to kind of see as a teacher what this might look like. So it's got a kind of puts a cool little intro in there for you. And then your students, this is exactly how it would look on the panel as well when you pull it up by either going to the app or that snow.live and just logging in as a teacher, pushing the play button. And so here we go. It's like I said, that should say choose the even digits. It just didn't take it for some reason. And then students can come up and they can click, and as you can see, oh, they clicked it and it said, nope, that was not the correct answer. There we go. I had a green check when it was right. 9, not right. And so on. 6, yep. There we go. And then students can replay it. As a teacher, you can go back here under that hamburger and always continue to edit as well. And those are kind of the basics. It's also important that you probably name it. So choose the even digits. So I'll call this one. There we go. And it is now under so if I go to my lesson activities, it does save automatically. And so as you can see, it's now here under my lesson activities is the first one that's most recent. We'll talk about running them, but here's your basic option to play it when you're on the panel as well. Just wanted to quickly show you that. Thank you so much for watching. This has been a really quick video on how to create your first lesson activity.